Shonen versus Seinen is a pretty popular debate recently, and which one is better is all up to who you actually are. But first, if you don't know what Seinen and Shonen are, I'll explain to you now what they are. So Shonen is like your typical shows like JJK, One Piece, the whole of the big three, basically, they're all Shonen. They're basically just wholesome, heartsome shows. And Seinens are kind of your more emotionally rich shows like Tokyo Ghoul, Vinland Saga and Berserk 1997. And now you're probably asking, what is the actual difference between the two? So first, Shonen is usually quite shallow. Sometimes it can have quite a bit of depth, but usually that's where Seinen comes in, and that's why they're categorized as Seinen animes, because they have more depth to their story. But anyway, before we get into the actual video, I will ask for a like and a subscribe. Don't have to, completely optional. But if you do enjoy the content, it will help out a lot. But anyway, let's just jump straight into it. What Seinen does better, undoubtedly, is showing emotions and showing how, emotions and themes can affect the story deeply. We see this in certain shows, and it does it way better than Shonen, which is not debatable at all. Arguably, it gives better character stories as well, and character development. It shows the greater growth with characters. And while Shonen focuses more on world building, Seinen is more focused on the characters, and we see a lot with Shonens like the big three. They focus on building up their worlds, and sure, Seinen still does that, but it does it to a lesser extent and focuses more on the characters. Seinens tend to be more gritty as well, and this helps it catch a greater audience, and a greater audience of older people. And mangas like Berserk just show off how gritty Seinen can actually get with the right source material. Now, moving on to shonens, what you really class as a shonen depends. Like AOT, for example, the first 3 seasons I would class as a shonen, and then I would say season 4 is slightly bordering a seinen, but you can interpret it however you want. Anyway, actually moving on to shonen now, shonen is usually categorized as the more enjoyable one to just standard anime watchers, and it's the most simple one to follow. And before, how I said it focuses more about world building, it really does. If you look at shows like Naruto and Bleach, you'll see the world building is far superior than majority of the characters' development. Excluding main characters though, because some of the character arcs in them can be really good, like Sasuke's and Naruto's kind of character arc are really good, so I won't downplay that. Shonens tend to have a lot of filler as well, unlike Seinen. Seinen just get straight to the point, but Shonens usually bloat their kind of content that they produce in their show. Weirdly enough, I think One Punch Man is a Seinen too. Surprisingly, I feel like it'd more be like a shonen, but I mean, I kind of get why, because some of the characters like Gaara and Saitama just really do, their characters are kind of deep, and they do have deep emotional roots. Just to show again how substantial the filler can actually be, I'll put a photo of how much filler Cowboy Bebop actually has compared to Vinland Saga, which, they have similar episodes. I think Vinland Saga has more, but it is quite insane to see how much filler one of them has and then how little filler the other has. So overall, it really depends on kind of what genre you're into more, but overall I'd probably give it to shonen just by a slight margin, because shonen is more accessible for the majority of fans, and it's more easier to get into than seinen. This isn't to downplay seinen either, I just believe shonen is more easier to get in for a younger audience, and that is what the majority of anime fans and manga readers already watch and read. It is definitely a lot closer than people make it out to be. I feel like Seinen does have a few bangers that are way better than some of the shonen ones, but at the same time a lot of people would say Seinen is better, and that is a completely valid take. I do believe Seinen does have the better overall, but as of consistency, I feel like shonen just does the shows on a better level than Seinen does, even though they have better shows in total. Don't get me wrong, Vinland Saga is my favourite anime ever, but when my other 4 on my list are all shonen, it kind of evens it out. But overall, I think both of them are great, and they do 2 very separate things very well. It's just shonen, I feel, is better. But anyway, if you thought that was good and you agreed with that opinion, make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know if I asked at the start, I forgot, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, that will conclude the video, and if you guys did enjoy this video, do make sure to like and subscribe, and if you guys got any more suggestions, just leave them in the comments. I'm genuinely eager for what to upload next, because I'm completely clueless. I'm going by the day, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as I'm watching more shows, I'm getting new ideas. So, you know, as I watch new shows, there will be new videos coming out. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave it at that.